welcome to another Get Ready With Me. Today I'm gonna do my makeup to go to the downtown Los Angeles Art Walk. They have this semi-annually. They have one in the fall and then one in the spring. It's been a while since we've been there. We haven't gone to the art walk since before the pandemic, but it's a lot of fun. It's free to attend. You just have to pay for whatever you are gonna buy. Like some of the art is for sale. Some of it isn't, some of it's just for display. But yeah, it's a fun little event. I'm excited to go. So let's get into it. My skin's already been prepped. As always, I always prep my skin beforehand. It's always fundamental for having good makeup. So next, we're gonna go in with our sunscreen. Today I'm gonna go in with a little Unseen sunscreen, the Supergoop. This is my travel one, but I'm gonna use it today. This is similar to the Daily Gel Sunbum, but this one is a little bit more runny and it's a little bit more like chemically. The Supergoop is my favorite. I just like how it sits, and then I like how it feels and smells, and it's just superior to the Sunbum. So going in with a little bit of that, going with a little bit more. It's an overcast day here in LA, but still sunblock. Anytime I'm gonna go outside, I do sunblock. And I'm not gonna be wearing my hat today, so I'm gonna be doing a full face. If you've seen past live streams, you know that I don't do makeup on my forehead because I'm always wearing my hat. But since it is overcast today, it's gonna be a little chilly. I'm not gonna do my hat today. And then also, you go in and out of the building a lot, and some of the spaces are small, so it's just easier to not, my hat is a big hat, so it's just easier to not take it. Okay, so sunscreened up. I don't use the same sunscreen that I use on my face, on like my chest and arms, so I do that separately, but I do sunblock on my chest. Equally as important. And then I got a new concealer yesterday. I don't even know if this is really a concealer. It's a retouching fluid. It's an Hourglass one. I got this on clearance at Ross. It was like $9 for an Hourglass product, so I had to try it. I think it's discontinued now, but I'm gonna try it because I really like their concealers. They're really nice. So if that's like the concealer, I'm super excited about it, but I think it's not because it said the coverage is sheer. So this is primer. That Supergoop that I applied kind of works as primer too. It has that silicone-y feeling. So you could probably get away without going in with a second layer of primer if you were using that just by itself. Okay. And then my Prime Time, or should I use another primer today? Another eye primer. I'll use a Tarte. My Prime Time is on its last little leg, and since it's been discontinued, I'll use that for when I'm doing a more complicated eye look. Today's look, it's not going to be that bad. Not that crazy. But see, this is why I don't like the stick ones. They don't blend in as nice. That's why I love the Prime Time. To blend these in, I really have to like pull and tug at my eyelid. I don't like that. I feel like all the stick eyelid primers are like that, and I don't like that. Bare Minerals discontinued that Prime Time that's in a tube, and now they have it in a stick version. And I haven't tried it yet, but I probably am not going to because I don't like any of the stick ones so far. It takes so long to apply. So even there you can kind of see that it didn't apply right. Okay, yeah, but I don't want to use my prime time today. It's finishing. I'm trying to save it. Going in with a little Neutrogena color corrector. And that's just gonna help to brighten up my dark circles that are particularly dark recently. I'm very tired and very dehydrated. We went to the fair yesterday. We were out all day. We were out late too. And we didn't drink as much water as we should have at the fair. We were drinking, but not water. Okay, what else? Let's just go in with our foundation now. Gonna go in with a little Benefit. Okay. Going with this new IT brush. Okay. So that's blended. Just a little light coverage. And then now I want to go in with the Hourglass. This is their Skin Veil. This is in shade Fair. Not a lot of options, but I want to see how much coverage this gets. What's I gonna do? Some there and some there. So it did say it was a sheer coverage. And I would say it is. It's pretty sheer, but it did give me a little bit. I mean, for $9 for an Hourglass product, I couldn't pass that up. I had to get it. So it's good. I like it. Gives me just enough, I think. So now before that moves, before that creases, go in and bake that a little bit. Or a lot of it. That Perfecting Veil from Hourglass is supposed to be really hydrating. That's what it says on the box. So we'll see how the baking works with that. Let's see if it makes me look cakey. I'll leave that out because we're not done with it. Okay, now let's do eyes. I'm wearing black today. Kind of like a sophisticated look, I guess, for the art walk, but I do want to do color. I do want to do a pop of color. So let's see. I guess we can go in with this green. It's a Wet n Wild liquid eyeliner. It's going to be very, very pigmented. But it's like a metallic-y green, so it has sparkle in there. So right away it gives me that little pop of color that I wanted. Which is the nice thing about wearing black, is that you can wear any color with it. Like your eye makeup can be any color you want it. Okay. So that's it for the first layer. We'll go in again in a little bit. Let that dry down a little bit. Can't look up because then I'll mess it up. Let's do a little highlighter now while we wait for that to dry. This is a liquid highlighter from Tarte. So if you had like a very oily T-zone, I would not recommend putting highlighter on your forehead. Especially right here where you tend to get oily. And then on your nose, I would not recommend it either. Okay, just a little tap, tap, tap. Tap that in. Go in with a little contour. So I do contour definitely on my 5 head. So little daps right there. On the sides right here. And then on the bottom, which I will add in a little bit. Don't want this to dry too much before I blend it in, because then it makes my work harder. So just blend that in. And then just pull up a little bit your foundation to blend that in even more. Go down your cheek and then back. Down your cheek and then back towards your ear. And then I'm also gonna do a little bit under my chin and jawline. So dots right there. So I like to blend that in by going along your jawline, but then also blending down a little bit. So go along, but then blend down. So that way you have that line of contour there, but it kind of is blended in with your neck. A lot of people kind of just blend along the jawline, but then you can see where it ends, and I don't like that. So to prevent that, I blend down a little bit. Give your neck some color. Okay, let's see what eyeshadow we're gonna do today. I'm thinking I want to do sparkly, but also like a nice chromatic eye would look good with this eyeliner too. Let's see. Let's see what colors are in this palette. This is one of my favorite Urban Decay palettes. It's the Stoned Vibes. But the colors in here are so pretty. This is an older palette. don't know what I want to do. This is hard. I could just go in with some glitter. I think I am gonna do glitter. Yeah, because my outfit's all black, so I want to add something. So let's do a little glitter. This is also Wet n Wild. The eyeliner was Wet n Wild. That was from their Halloween collection, and this one as well. So you just need a small, tiny bit, and then you just pat it in. You can drag a little bit, but with these gel glitters, dragging doesn't do a whole lot. It'll make it kind of look clumpy, and then it'll just collect on the brush. So we'll do that one, let that dry down, and then I am gonna add a little bit more to that eye. You just need a tiny amount. I don't know if you guys can see. Just a small little squeeze. Okay, so we'll let that dry down as well. I am gonna go in with a little bit more, but this first layer has to dry first. Brows. What are we gonna do for brows today? Let's go in with the Anastasia brow pen. I think this is in shade medium brown. I think that's my shade from all of her brow products. And then you need a very light hand when you're applying these. If you go in too heavy-handed, you'll see the little spots where you start to apply. You can kind of see them here a little bit. I just got this brow pen. Probably only had it like a month, maybe a little bit more. I'm not a big fan of brow pens. I don't know if it's just this one. I like the powders, they're just easy. They're fast. These liquids take a long time to apply. And then when you mess up, it's harder to fix it. Okay. Brows are done. See, they look kind of crazy. I don't know. Not a big fan of these. I like the powders. The powders They're just easier, faster. I think they look better. This looks crazy here on the camera. Doesn't look that crazy in real life. Let's fix it. I'm gonna go in with a little brow pencil from Benefit and kind of just fix this area. Get in there, getting there. So right here, I'm missing hair on my eyebrow, and I try and fill it in as best as I can with product. Usually I can get away with it. It's getting better. But the liquid brow pens, I don't know. I'm not a fan. I don't know if it's just that one. No, because I have two of them. I'm not a fan of either one. So I like the powders. I like the wax, the sticks. Okay, now we're going to go in with a little bit more glitter and just reapply more where it's missing. A little bit more on this side. Okay, that looks better. Okay, so we're done with that. Where's my cap? And these glitters are really nice because they stay put all day. They don't move. Let's see, what blush are we gonna do today? I wanna do a really light blush because I have a lot going on the eyes already. So let's just do a little Dandelion from Benefit. This is a very soft pink. But there's a little tiny bit of shimmer in here, which I like. Okay. I don't go crazy with the blush. Just a little bit. The super, super bright cheeks that are trending right now, I don't like that look. That look is not for me. I'm loving that Tarte highlighter. I can see it. Under my blush. It's really nice. And then a little on the nose. Always. And that's it. So very natural, very glowy look. I don't go crazy with my blushes. I don't like that overly colored cheek look at all. For eyes, let's do my YSL Lash Clash. I curl my lashes after the mascara application, after they've dried. Because when I curl my lashes before and then I apply my mascara, it's like I did nothing at all. I think my Lash Clash is drying up. It's okay, I have more. I get a lot of these little testers. For those of you who don't know, I work in the cosmetic industry. So all of my little, not all of my stuff, but Most of my mascaras are the little small little tester ones because I just have a whole bunch of them. But it's cool because it allows me to try different mascaras. Okay. Okay. So now that the eyes are pretty much done, we're gonna go in with a second layer of the Wet n Wild eyeliner. This is in shade Alien Nation, which is very fitting. It's very green. Okay. It's gonna be, we'll make this tail a little longer to match the other eye, and then that's it for that. Gonna let that dry down. While that's drying, we can do lip. Or actually, am I done? I always forget something. I guess we can disperse my powder now. A little setting powder, and then I'm gonna grab a little bit more setting powder, just a little bit. Okay. A little tap, tap, tap under the eyes. So let me see how that hourglass kind of worked with all that setting powder I did. It's a little cakey, but you know what I just also realized? I forgot to do eye cream today when I was prepping my skin. And so I don't know how much of this is just dry eye. So that was my mistake. I forgot to do eye cream. It's been a long week with Beauty World and with all the other stuff we filmed this week. It's been a long week, so I am tired. Let's go in with a little curl. I'm very careful not to touch the curler to my skin. So it just kind of hovers there. So this is the Revlon, or is this not the Revlon? Where's my Revlon? This is not the Revlon, it's in the other bag. but just to show you. So that's 2 passes with this one. And then this is the Shiseido eye curler. This is a $30 curler. But look at the difference. You see how much more lift there is on this one? This one. So $30 curler, and then I don't know what this one is. So this is probably like, I don't know, like a Wet n Wild $4 curler. But that was 1 on this Shiseido, and then this is 2, and this side's still not as lifted. So you see how much more lift I got? So when people say the $30 Shiseido isn't worth it, I say, okay, but it does make a difference. An eye curler is an eye curler. So I get that. But there's a difference. There's clearly a difference. Look at how much better this one looks. Okay, so are we done now? Do a little setting spray. Rehydrate that eye area. That's the Benefit Professional. Okay, so I think we're done with that. Let's do lips now. And then we're almost done. What do I want to do for lips today? I think because my eyes make a statement, my lips are not. So we're gonna go in with a little, this is the Double Wear Estee Lauder in Blush. Okay, my lips are so dry. I'm so dehydrated. Need to drink more water today. And then this is a little Buxom, the Power Plump. This is in shade Dolly Fever. Okay. See, my stuff is all small because I get all these samples. So that's the look. I'll probably wear this headband today, actually. I'll just bring some hair out of it. But we're done. That's the finished look for the art walk downtown LA. It's going on this weekend, today and tomorrow. It's free. I'd recommend going. It's fun. It's a bunch of little art studios that open themselves up to the general public. This happens twice a year. It's been a few years since we've been, so I'm excited to go. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.